I'll just move on unless you guys want me to finish up and just go for it. Or I mean, I can easily move on to the next step in the class if you guys like to. But basically now I'm going to look into multiplying binomials. Now, last one I had a monomial, times a polynomial. But now what we're looking at is, two trinomials basically multiplied by each other. Well, guys, the fact of distributive property remains the same. And I'll tell you, when students want to do this, you're multiplying everything that's outside of one of those parentheses to everything inside of there. So you guys can even see, just looking at all those lines, it can be pretty confusing very quickly on what to multiply by what, right? And especially once you start doing that, students start getting like mixing everything up and getting things combined where they shouldn't be combined. So that is why I went over with you guys using the box method, which we've gone over with factoring. Basically, if you guys can think of this, is length times width. I know those are kind of crazy, length times width. But think about it. When you multiply two things, you're getting an area. So what I do is I just create a box. And what I do is I write one of these terms on one side, and I write the other on the other side. Then, for however many terms it has, that's how I break up the box. Does everybody see that? Now, rather than thinking 2 times 2x, 2x squared, 2 times 3x, 6x, 2 times 2, now what I'm doing is I'm thinking of them as just multiplying to find the area of every single little box. And I'll tell you again why this is going to be very helpful. So I do 2x squared times 5x squared. Do I do a 5x squared times 2x squared? Yeah, right? That gives me 10x to the 4th. Then this is the height of this whole row. So therefore, I do 2x squared times negative 2x, which is negative 4x cubed. 2x squared times 2, which is 4x squared. Then we move to the next one. 3x squared times 5x, which would be 5x cubed. 3x times negative 2x is a negative 6x squared. 3x times 2 is 6x. 5x squared times 1 is 5x squared. 1 times negative 2 is a negative 2x. And 1 times 2 is 2. Now, what I like about this method is, ladies and gentlemen, when we are doing this, yes, did I mess one up? That is 15x. Very good. Thank you. What's nice about this method is once you have completed this method, the diagonals are like terms. So rather than trying to figure out what terms are like terms and so forth, now your diagonals are all like terms. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. So then where do the 10x to the 4th and the 2 fit in?
Well, so now we're going to write this. We're going to write the problem out. But all I'm trying to say is these terms are like terms, so you can combine them when you write your answer, right? Now this has the highest power, so that is our degree, and that is our leading coefficient. So I'll write 10x to the 4th. And what I was saying is, rather than writing 15x cubed and negative 4x cubed, Amy, you can just combine these to give you a positive 11x cubed. And then here you can add all these up to give you a positive 3x squared. Combine these two to give you a positive 4x, and then plus 2. And that would be your final answer.